Good morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, folks. I'm IvyDude0, and it's time for y'all to kick off those shoes, sit back, relax, and make yourself at home. It's time to enjoy some more Game Dev Tycoon. So, when we left off last time, we had just made a crap ton of money. Also, I want to stop. Actually, yes, we're gonna move up to the next office here. But anyway, so I want to say something real quick before I really get into this here. About the stream yesterday I was supposed to have. So about that, I tried to get it going, but as I was starting up and all that kind of stuff, OBS was kind of having fits. And I'm not sure if it was purely OBS or if it was also just because of my internet, or just, a combination of the two, but streaming wasn't really working out, so I'll see if I can fix that for later so that I can still, do streams on Sundays, but I may not be able to do that, at least not right now. So, like I said, I'll do my best, but unfortunately I can't make any promises, so you might just be stuck with the vlogs on Sundays, but I don't know, in that case, since I'm not doing streams, I may upload an extra video on Sundays, we'll see, but anyway, before I continue rambling on, let's get on right into it. Welcome to your new office. Now that you have a bigger office, you can also hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make even better games. You may also train yourself and your staff to improve skills. Let's try this by completing a management course, which is required before you can hire your first employee. To get started, close this message and then click on your character to bring up the training menu. Okay. Alright, so let's do, research. Train. There we go. So we need staff management. And now we wait. This isn't getting us any research either. I forgot the training and doesn't really get you anything except for, the results of the training. So, well, I guess now we just wait. Alright. Well done, you successfully completed your management course and you are now able to hire your very first employee. To get started, close this message, then click on the Fill Position button, which is visible near the big desk. Okie dokie. Fill position. Before you can hire someone, you have to advertise the open position. Set an advertising budget and decide how you want to test your applicants. A high budget will increase the number of applicants, and the different tests will help find people with the right balance of design and technology skills. Well, we have $2 million bucks, so I mean, we don't necessarily have to skimp out on our hiring budget. We'll do 510K because that's pretty decent. And then I believe showreel is technology, complex algorithms is design, maybe, and no, I think it's the other way around. Showreel is design, complex algorithms is technology, and then game demo I think is kind of in the middle, for kind of like the distribution of skills. I think, I don't know. We'll do complex algorithms. That sounds like fun. So yeah, now we're the Vena Oasis came out and has been released. Alright, so what do we got here? Come on. Seems that Capp Studios has recently moved into an office in a well-known technology park and is now searching for employees. The company, which is known for games such as Swords and Kings and The Simulations, has reportedly operated out of a garage until now. Truth, I guess. One of the many fans of Swords and Kings commented, "I can't believe they didn't even have a proper office until now, and that those games were created by only one person. I'm really looking forward to their future games." Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. The search for the open position is complete. You can now review the list of applicants and hire someone for this position. Don't forget that you can always train your employees to improve their skills, which is kind of like how we did with our guy to get the staff hiring thing. Holy crap. Oh my goodness, these guys are only good at technology. Whew, baby. I think I'm gonna go with Tom. I like the better research, plus he's a little bit cheaper per month, so we'll start out with him. Famous. Hire someone famous. Was Tom famous? Congratulations on your first hire. New employees have to settle in before they become fully effective. When a character is not fully efficient, you can see an efficiency bar next to them. This bar will fill up slowly over time. It is usually a good idea to give your new staff a welcome training to get them up to speed quickly. This will maximize their efficiency way faster than normally. To do this, close this message and click on the character to bring up the action menu. New research, medium games. So let's train him and welcome training. Alright. Yeah, so now that we've gotten into our new office and we can start getting other employees into our company now, the medium games is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. Because, I mean, basically what we've been creating as of yet have been all very simplistic type of games. Very, I don't know, just not very hard to make, I guess. You know, like if you think about games today, no, I've been wasting time. If you think about games today, like, we'll have you research, there's a lot of, like, especially indie games that are, developed by a single person. So that's kind of, I guess, what I would equate it to is, we were making kind of smaller indie type games almost before now. And then now that we have, kind of a more established company and stuff and, employees, with medium games, it's kind of a bad analogy, but it's kind of like getting yourself more, I guess, closer to kind of like AAA status. But anyway, publishing contracts. Hi Jesse, I have followed the progress of Capp Studios for a while, and it seems that with your recent expansion, you've started developing larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where a publisher can come in handy. A publisher will market and publish your game around the world. They will also help fund development. In return, they keep most of the profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it usually is still worth it. I can put you in touch with some publishers so you can look at some of the available contracts. Just let me know. Jasmine Droke. Odd name. Find publishing contracts has been unlocked. It is accessible in the action menu. So get a publishing deal. Using the publisher is a great way to get your games in front of a large audience, which in turn, I think it's supposed to be in turn helps to grow. Yeah, I think that's just a typo. Using a publisher is a great way to get your games in front of a large audience, which in turn helps to grow your fan base. Yeah, that sounds better. Once your fan base is big enough, you can self-publish your larger games without need of a publisher. For medium games, you should aim to have at least 100k fans before you publish them yourself. To use a publisher, you need to sign a contract. The contract will dictate what game you need to create. Pay attention to all the details. Most importantly, the minimum score that the contract dictates. If the game you release does not meet the minimum score, you'll have to pay a penalty, which can be costly. It is also important to pay attention to the royalty rate. The higher the rate, the more money you will make from the contract. Anyway, we should just probably start developing a new game. So I don't think there's nothing else we can do to make a new engine, because that was what we ended off doing last time, is we made a new engine. That's right. So I don't think I want to do a publishing deal right now. We can now specify what your main target audience is for the game. Games to be targeted at young people, at everyone, or for more mature audiences. So yeah, that was also something that we researched at the very end last time. So so basically we could put ratings on the games now. And the ratings kind of go along with kind of the topic, genre, that kind of stuff. So like kind of you get a rating match along with topic and genre. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build or make our first horror game. As always, throw it on the PC because I have a massive bias. And mature would probably be a good horror match. And we'll just make it a small game because medium games get pretty costly. I mean, I'll just show you here. Once you start a medium game, 215k just to start the game design, and then you also have to add in on each development stage. You have to pay a little bit more for the different technologies you put in it. So those get pretty costly pretty quick. So I want to get some more cash in pocket before we start doing that. So anyway, we're going to call this Bloody Nightmare. Hey, yeah, see guys, I'm getting better at this whole naming thing. I didn't have to take, ages to figure this one out. Anyway, it'll be 2D graphics feat 2. So yeah, so we'll get this thing, oh, it's already started. So story and quests seem to be important for adventure games. For a horror game, maybe not as much. We'll put in tutorials, why not? Engine, we'll kind of balance those out, and I think horror games need to have good gameplay in them, I think, anyway. Because, I don't know, kind of a good gameplay gimmick or something like that usually, in my opinion, is kind of a nice thing to have. Either the run away, hide, or have some kind of fight back ability, whatever. I guess it depends on what kind of game you're looking at, but don't really need much artificial intelligence for adventure or horror, I don't think. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, in horror games, at least from the ones that I've played, a lot of the time the AI just kind of, wanders back and forth on the same track over and over again, and then if they spot you, they'll chase after you, whatever. So, I don't know. Dialogues will put up a little bit. Level design needs to be good. And yeah, so I don't know. I guess when I'm making this, I'm basically trying to remember Outlast in my head. And we'll do mono sounds here. I'm trying to remember Outlast because that one is, just fantastic. If you have not seen Outlast or have not played it, I highly, highly recommend. Plus, if I remember correctly, there's a second one coming out pretty soon here, which I am very much looking forward to, and I will definitely be getting it and playing it on the channel when it does come out. I've seen the demo of it, but yeah, it looks amazing. I absolutely loved playing Outlast, the first one. Media Inquiry? And isn't that supposed to be inquiry like IN? I don't know. Hi, I'm Steve O'Connell, a reporter for Planet GG. We heard a rumor that your company is developing a game for mature audiences. Would you be willing to give an interview about this? Sure. Great, thank you for your time. We will publish the interview next week. I have no idea what we told them, but whatever. Planet GG has recently published an interview with Capp Studios. According to the interview, the company is working on its first game targeted at mature players. Jesse, owner and CEO of Capp Studios, said, I think that the players are looking for more mature content in games, and we are willing to take the risk to give it to them. Many industry experts say that sooner or later, games with mature themes will become more common. We are curious to see how the market will react to these games. Quite well, seeing as it seems like today, I don't even know why I look at game ratings if I ever do look at a game rating, because they're almost always M now, it feels like. We also got some hype for that, too. Tutorial. Developing a game is not the only recipe for success. It is essential to build hype and ensure that players are excited about your game. In the beginning of your career, hype is mostly generated through random events, but once you gain more experience, you can use marketing and other strategies to generate hype. Geez, 12 bugs. Good lord. Get those out of there. There is a clear trend toward RPG games recently. Yeah, so, basically, yeah. Now, I want to be, for the next game, I want to make an RPG, assuming that RPGs will still be popular by the time that, we would get around to making a new game. Because I've had it sometimes, I think that's about as high as we're going to get. I've had it sometimes where, you get, your clear trend towards a genre. Excuse me. And then, after that, as you're making the game to try and match that. Also, that was really loud in my ears. New research may be available. Better user... Oh, gosh, a lot of things. Well, we got 3D graphics. Sweet. We'll have to get that soon. But anyway, by the time that you finish making the game to try and hit the trend, the trend's already gone. So, we'll see if we can get it. 6.25 maybe? I think that's what that equals out to be. But anyway, it's apparently we can't build a, oh yeah, to click on a person. Generate game report. Yeah, 6.25, so. Alright, well, let's see what we did wrong or did right in this, and I guess we'll go from there to see what we can do better for next time. I also didn't look at what any of the reviews actually said. I just looked at the numbers, so I hope that they, Adventure and Horror is a great... Okay, good. I hope they didn't tell me anything that I need to know. Sound seems to be not very... What? Oh. Oh, no. 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 Sound is like the most important aspect of a horror game. Come on. The heck. Platform audience match. PC and mature, great. Well, I mean, seeing as you don't see many little kids with nice PCs, yeah. Invento announced the much-anticipated successor to the popular test console. This is the greatest console we have ever built. It comes with a state-of-the-art 16-bit graphics and sound. It is simply super, and that's why we decided to call it the Super Test. The STES. Fans around the world have been waiting for this moment, and it seems that they will not be disappointed. You know, I had a Super Nintendo when I was growing up. My dad bought us, or he bought himself a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo about the time when those came out. And I mean, we still have them actually. But no, I used to play the crap out of those. Anyway, I've been wasting time talking a lot today. But we need to get back into see if we can get an RPG in. Flying shurikens in the night. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, now I'm just kind of whatever things just kind of come off the top of my head is going in, I guess. That needs to be all the way, and we'll drop that down about like that. I mean, I was trying to figure out something where I could kind of like get like ninja stars, you know, be like stars in the night sky or something like that, you know, kind of play on that, but I don't know. I tried. I don't think it worked very well, but I tried. Alright, Bloody Nightmare is off the market and generate us 200 and a little just shy of 250k. Yeah, scratch your heads. Come on, stop all productivity by scratching your head. Come on. The STES came out, and sound should be good. I think that's about good. We'll leave that how it is. I can't really remember what we're supposed to do on stage 3 for RPGs. Alright, let's get these bugs worked out. From time to time, your employees need to recharge their batteries and go on vacation. You can tell that employees need rest when their efficiency steadily decreases. To give them holiday, just click on them and select Send on Vacation. You, go take a break. Oh no, it seems Bloody Nightmare had quite a few undiscovered bugs when we released it. Some of our customers are having a bad time with this, and they demand that we patch the game. We either spend the money and time to patch it, or ignore their pleas. But if you want to patch the game, then click on a character and use the action menu to develop a patch. But make sure you don't wait too long. Yeah, so we'll finish this one up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and make a patch for that, because I'm not going to let my company's name be tarnished by unfinished things. So, costs a little bit, but it's worth it. The first reviews of our new game, Flying Shurikens in the Night, came in. Oh, this one's gonna do pretty well. More please, yes! That's a good sign. Geez, Informed Gamer didn't like it too much. Alright, we're at a solid 8 right now. They achieved a great balance between technology and design. Well, thank you. Alright, so that one actually did pretty well. That's like 8 point something. I'm not sure. 8.25, okay. Yep, so let's go ahead and start that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here, so pause this. So anyway, slip those shoes back on, folks. It's closing time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. So if you liked it, leave a like for me just so I know. or subscribe if you want. But anyway, I will see you folks tomorrow. Peace.